Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Sam and Jessie, and all of you beautiful chatters. So happy we are back to your live chat this glorious summer morning.
We are happy to be back too.
Yeah.
We have missed it.
Top chat, live chat. That's what we got to do from now on. Why is top chat default? That is stupid. Surprise! It wasn't surprise. Eric broke it. Eric ruined the surprise.
What did he break?
He actually typed in the chat, "Okay, everyone, hide." Then yell surprise when they come in.
That's awesome.
And so I said, surprise ruined.
That's awesome.
Come out, wherever you are. It's okay, Sam.
Have you ever been to or hosted a surprise party?
No.
No?
I dislike the idea of surprise parties, generally speaking, because especially the older you get,
Yeah, right.
you're risking a heart attack.
Right.
Just for the sake of, I mean, literally. My opinion, the reason most people have surprise parties is to see the look on their face when they come in the door.
Of course.
That is the look of death if you're too old, because their heart will stop from the fright. You don't like being scared?
I don't, but the funny thing was, growing up, I always wanted a surprise party. I never got one, but I always wanted one. And every year as it got closer to my birthday, I was like, oh, we're going to go out to pizza. We're going to have a surprise party. No, we're not going to have a surprise party.
Actually, you probably had a surprise party every single year.
Everything's a surprise to me.
No surprise party.
No, I always wanted one. But in reality, I would be terrified.
I was looking forward to this all morning. Thank you, Vanessa. Good to see you. Hello, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
Karen is here. David Brownlee is here. Eric is here. Tom is here. Some of
my favorite people
That's
right there.
pretty much it. That's
I'm
it.
glad.
When you turn 100, we are having a surprise for you. I don't think I'm going to make it that far, my friend. So, okay, we'll make those plans.
Okay.
I will have forgotten by then anyway.
Exactly.
So, woo, yeah.
Got some.
Wake the neighbors, baby.
He's got coffee with extra caffeine.
It's called Wake the Neighbors from Black Rifle Coffee Company. And it's the first time I've got it. I haven't noticed the difference yet.
We'll see how you feel at 2 o'clock this afternoon.
I mean, it tastes good. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Good.
Because we had a surprise party for my dad's 80th birthday. It was
What?
great. My dad was startled. He just got confused for a moment because we told him the party was for someone else.
Oh, nice.
That's like a double surprise party.
Right? Wait, I thought we were here for Joe.
Right?
Right.
That's kind of awkward. Yeah, I just don't like surprise parties in general.
And that being said, he does love to surprise me. Like spook surprise me.
No, I like to scare
Jump scare me.
That's different. That's different. Because she is like easily, like super easily scared. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't even have to say anything. We'll be watching a TV. I'll be holding her hand, and I'll just go.
I do.
And so
He loves it.
Yes, I do. It's quite funny.
All the time, I get scared. And Aiden loves to scare me too, because he knows I give him that same reaction.
Well, everybody loves to scare you.
Yes.
Just some of us are better at it than others.
Right.
And yes. So, jump scares are the best.
I know. You know those people of the jump scares where they could have been filming them their whole life and like it's the same person. Jump scare, jump scare, jump scare. That's me and Sam.
It is. I've even thought about doing that.
Just because.
Just because. Like have a bunch of shorts on a board game channel of you being scared.
Yes, that's very possible.
I don't know. I don't think Jetty is ready for the hot day today.
Oof.
She has got a bridal shower to go to.
I do have a bridal shower to go to.
She's got a bridal shower to go to. And then after that, she's going to join me at another game day.
Yeah.
Out at Gray City.
Yes. But I started prepping the food last night.
Yep.
And had one whole batch of the food made last night and then made another batch cooked overnight.
Yep.
So I got up at 5 in the morning to check the food, stir the food, put the food back where it goes, and then make 4 pounds of bacon, and then pack the cooler. So now we're ready to go to game night.
Well, not quite. We still have to load the car, but we can do that afterwards.
Yes.
So I'm going to help my son and his father-in-law work on some sprinkler system. I don't know. Well, he invited me to go because, soon-to-be father-in-law, because I've never met his soon-to-be father-in-law.
Right.
We've met his soon-to-be wife, and we've done a lot of things with her. That's who I'm going
to the bridal shower for.
That's who the bridal shower's for. But I've never met his soon-to-be father-in-law. So I don't think I'm going to be much help at all.
With sprinkler installation?
With sprinkler repair. That's not why I'm going.
No, he's going to be the pretty face.
Also going to fail at that. Vanessa says do it.
What am I doing? Don't do the shorts video.
Jump scare short videos.
You guys would laugh because I jump.
And then she gives me the stink eye
I
afterwards.
do give him the stink eye. I don't get as mad as some of those people on the videos.
Yeah,
those people get like
mad, like
swinging something
sailor
at you.
cussing
Yeah,
mad.
no, I just give him a little bit of the stink eye.
David Brownlee says it's going to be a nice day today. We're having outdoor charcuterie for dinner tonight.
Ooh, I like it.
Vanessa has no plans today?
Vanessa?
What? Usually you have like 3 game days to go to at the same time.
Me too. Wish you lived closer. You could join me for dinner.
Well, old David Brownlee. Outdoor charcuterie.
Outdoor charcuterie, you can't. Well, you guys on the other side might be able to serve cheese. We couldn't serve cheese at an outdoor charcuterie today.
I don't know that I would.
You could not.
There's bugs outside.
Not.
There's
super
flies
many.
outside.
I mean,
outdoor charcuterie would soon turn into.
They might have a nice enclosed outdoor space.
Outdoor bug germ charcuterie.
Like it might have a. They might have a sun patio or
a sun patio.
I don't know what they're called. They're little enclosed outdoor
Well,
spaces.
they are having charcuterie for dinner. Odds are they're quite.
David and me are rock.
The
Like
rage.
that's amazing. We couldn't have cheese on our charcuterie outdoor right now. It would melt, and meat would go bad.
I'm pretty sure the meat would melt as well.
Everything would melt.
Everything would be not good.
It is too hot today.
Salmonella charcuterie.
Yes, it's going to be up over 100 again.
Choose your flavor and intensity of salmonella.
Yes.
Well, that's that. Yes, we have a covered pavilion
Oh, see? There,
with netting in the backyard.
That would be amazing.
How stunning, sir.
That would be amazing. See, that makes outdoor charcuterie possible.
But you're in a covered pavilion with a netting.
Yes.
So you're technically still inside.
It's like when we go camping, we're under a canopy.
Yeah, but you're still outside.
They're still outside.
But you're still inside.
No. It's just like being under a canopy.
No, they have a netting.
I could have a netting
That's
on our
cheating.
canopy.
It's cheating.
I could have a netting.
It's cheating.
I think they were on sale at Costco.
It's cheating. You're like having an outdoor charcuterie. Because you don't have to eat it fast because you're worried about the bugs infecting it. That would be outdoor charcuterie. It's like 5 minutes. You're in and out and done.
That's true.
The crackers would still be pretty good, though.
I think that sounds great.
That sounds awful. We've been having insanely hot weather this summer, and I hate it. Yeah. Feels like Florida. Yuck.
Yeah.
See?
See?
My people. Florida weather is yuck. Disrespectfully
Tom is
hot.
on here. You can't say that.
Yeah, what's wrong with Florida? Tom, you know exactly what's wrong with Florida.
I was just amazed at Dice Tower East, which I'm sure we'll talk about later, how foggy my glasses got walking outside the buildings.
Every time.
And I was like, oh, I can't see.
I remember.
Like, I may as well.
I used to have to do this every single time you walk out, just so that you can see. You can't really see well because you have to have glasses.
Yes.
But you can see better than if you had your glasses on because they are literally a hockey rink
They
now.
get stuck in my hair when I push it up. So anyway, I was amazed at how foggy my sunglasses got.
I hate being stuck in air conditioning all day, but then it's too hot to be outside for any extended period of time.
Yes, true.
That is Florida to the T. If you walk outside during certain months,
You get sweaty.
that is to say 10 out of the 12 months, you are going to start sweating and you're going to fog up if you wear glasses, and it's going to feel like you're walking through soup. It's disgusting. That, Tom, is what's wrong with Florida. If I'm by a pool or the ocean, I can handle that kind of heat, but working in it has been brutal.
Yeah, that's hot.
Well, yeah, because you can jump in the pool or you can hop in the ocean or something like that, but
Sam doesn't like the beaches either.
I don't. South Carolina is basically the same. Yeah, it's called the South.
Like the entire South.
The entire southeast corner of the country. That is exactly what you're describing. I grew up on the Gulf Coast. Well, okay. I grew up my high school years on the Gulf Coast. I actually grew up in Texas. That's where I spent most of my elementary school days. And then when I went into, my dad was in the Air Force and we went to Germany during my middle school years. We came back my freshman year of high school and we were on the Gulf Coast, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Then I moved to Texas for a couple of years. Then I moved back to the Pensacola, which is also on the Gulf Coast, and was there until 2002. That's when we moved to Korea, and so forth and so on. So, yeah, anything south of the Mason-Dixon line and on the coast is what you're describing. Humidity is the worst. Yay for Texas. That is absolutely true. Yay for Texas.
Well, Sam just came back from San Antonio, so that was great.
Do the Germans have a special? Yeah, this is random factoid. The Germans have a special name for if the country runs out of sausages and cheese. They do. I swear they do.
What is the word?
It's if they run out of sausages and cheese, the government will declare that they are in a Wurstkasse scenario. That's not true.
Well, you got casa in there. It's a Spanish word.
No, it's casa. K-A-S-S-E. It's their word for cheese. Jeez, way to ruin the joke, Jazz. Although it works. It would be the sausage house scenario.
Yes.
So, anyway, Sam, I thought you cheated on city building games when you put Carcassonne on there. Really? Carcassonne was the one you thought I cheated on? Dude, there were a couple of others that are much worse stretches than Carcassonne for city building.
That haven't aired yet.
No, it has aired.
Oh, okay.
It aired on Friday. That's why he was talking about it. No, Carcassonne is a city built. You are literally building cities, literally building cities. Now you're also scoring for the pastures and all of that kind of stuff. But you are. It is definitely a city builder. Flamecraft, maybe not so much, but it's on the list. on BGG. It's in that category of games on BGG, and I was very clear from the onset. That's what I used as my guiding principle. And the reason I did that, I'll just be transparent here. The reason I do that is because I don't, people that are new to the hobby that find Board Game Geek, they're going to use those categories after they get savvy that they're there. When you can do those advanced searches, that's what people new to the hobby are going to use. And so I figure if I'm going to use city building games, I'm going to use that. Now, there were some on there on that list that I'm like, no, that's not a city building game. But if you squint your eye and hold your tongue just right,
it might be.
It might be, yeah. So I was, there you go. I also agreed with JT that some on your list were not really city building games. Well, Tom. Shocking that you decided to side with JT rather than me.
What is that face?
I have no idea. That's my stuck-up British person. I don't know. I'm going to make some people angry. Vanessa, I'm not going to read your statement.
Uh-oh. What did she say? No, you can't read it now. You just said you weren't going to read it.
She said, Flamecraft is not a city building game. The shops are just new worker placement spots that get revealed throughout the game. I know, but the theme is there. It's there in theme, if not mechanism. Again, Flamecraft is in the city building category of games on Board Game Geek. If you have a problem with it, by all means, petition Board Game Geek to have it removed. And the next time we have a city building game list, I won't put it there. But it's there in theme. I rest my case. Some of those picks were stretching the city genre. Good morning, by the way, Derek. I know. That's what I do. Do you even know me? That's what I do. I've done that since forever with top 10 lists. Welcome to the party. Surprise. See how I brought that back around?
You did. That was nice. That was a good tie-in.
I don't believe you. Go look it up. Google it.
She's gonna.
I just became a Gen Zer. Google it.
Told them to Google it.
Get off. That's the modern day version of get off my lawn.
True.
Family Meeple is here. Welcome. Was sad not to see Glenmore 2 on the list. I have never played Glenmore 2, and I don't think JT has either. That's why it's probably why it wasn't on the list. If I remember correctly, I have played Glenmore, but not the second Glenmore 2, not the second edition. And if memory serves correctly, it's not. It changed with Glenmore 2, but neither JT or I have played it. That's why it wasn't on the list. I should know better. You are correct, Derek says. Still, Lisboa should have been on JT's list. I don't know that he's played Lisboa. I haven't, because it's a heavy freaking game. But I don't know if JT has played it.
I definitely haven't.
Yeah. If either of you are at Dice Tower Retreat, we should play. I will be at Dice Tower Retreat. Haven't bought my ticket yet.
We'll get that next week.
But we'll get to there. We'll get there.
Who said that?
Family Meeple.
Oh, yeah, you should play. Sam will be there.
So,
I will be in the midst of getting the kids ready for school season.
Kingsburg was a good pick. Thank you, David. In the midst of all of these barrages of one praise, a morsel of integrity. I have no idea what that means. Is Retreat soon? I believe Retreat is...
Super soon. Let me look at my calendar.
It's the same weekend as Grand Con was.
Yeah, it's...
Or is, rather.
No, I'm sorry. Gen Con's first.
Yes.
Okay. The retreat. That's Gen Con. I think it's like the last week
I have
of
this
August. You have a magical thing over there that can look it up.
magical thing here.
Magic.
So Grand Con is August 30th, September 1st. So it's the last week. Last week in August. And Dice Tower Retreat is that same. Is that same one? Dice Tower Retreat. Yeah, starts August 28th to September 1st.
Yeah, I will not be able to go to that. That is in the midst of school start.
Yep, it is. Actually, school starts like the week before that.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think so. It's like August 22nd or something like that.
All I know is no. I think it's September 1st this year or something.
Really?
I think so.
Holy Moses! Are they getting out later?
I don't think so. It's just the way that it falls. I don't know. I don't know.
I give up.
I give up.
I give up.
Yeah, so Sam will be going. I will be in school mode.
The Bigger Ben is here. What's up? What's up? Bigger Ben, has your package arrived yet? It should have. It should be pretty close if it hasn't already. Let me know. I know that Vanessa said hers arrived yesterday, so that should be coming up. And David, yours should definitely have gotten there by now. Let me know. I know I can check the. I have tracking numbers for them all. I just haven't checked them. Makes sense. I know the retreat is tough to get into since it's so limited. Yeah, that's beyond my pay grade.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't go during when school starts. That's just too much.
There are still tickets available for the retreat. I don't know. You might look into that. Sam is part of the Dice Hour, so he gets in, Vanessa. Oh, that's what he was talking about. Got it. Yep. All right. Well, speaking of Dice Tower stuff, that sticker's going right on my Yeti. That's awesome.
It goes on my blender bottle.
Okay. You've heard my recounting of Dice Tower East. And I told Jess a couple days ago that there are not tickets available, Family Maple says. Sorry. So, I told Jess that we're going to ask for her recounting of Dice Tower East. So, you guys, I'm just here as a facilitator. So, here's the mic.
Run with it or wait
There's
till
the
something
mic.
comes up?
Bigger Ben says, I'll check, but packages always take forever. I've been one of the last 100 people to get Kickstarters that have gone to tens of thousands.
You're like literally last ones.
Wow.
That's terrible.
That's amazing.
Okay, well, I will start talking about Dice Tower
Yeah,
East.
and you can field. I'll pepper in your questions as she goes.
Of course, my experiences are different than Sam's. Mm-hmm. Even when we vacation, I still have to mom sometimes.
Sometimes, yes.
So sometimes I'm, even at Dice Tower East, torn between checking in on one kid, checking in on another kid, making sure the third kid gets food.
She doesn't have to do any of this. They're all old
big
enough.
Kids. They're big kids.
They're all old enough to take care of themselves.
But when they stop listening to me,
Us.
things happen. When they stop listening to either of us, things happen. So we can start with the trip down to Dice Tower East, in which one of the kids got extremely sick on an airplane and didn't know that there were little bags in front of him. Then the second flight, he got extremely sick again.
This wouldn't have been as bad if he knows And again, this is going back to she should not have to do this.
I don't have to mom them. They are big kids.
They're big kids.
And they're smart.
We're talking a 15-year-old person.
They're so smart.
He knows he gets bad with he knows he's bad with motion sickness. Car, boat, plane, you name it, he gets motion sickness. He made the decision without telling anybody else. That's my kicker.
No, he
didn't
told
bounce
me
this.
he was going to try, and I said, this is a terrible idea.
Okay, well, okay, it's a terrible idea, then he didn't listen to you. Still on him. All right, here we go. So he decided, no, I'm not going to wear my C-bands because I want to see what happens.
Okay, so that was the start of the trip.
2 flights down to Orlando, fakie to Ralph on both of them.
Then, the next day, one of the kids chooses to not listen to us and got extremely sunburned.
Not extremely. He was pretty sunburnt, but he didn't have like blisters or anything.
On his shoulders.
No, I don't think. I think that was just where his skin started to peel. Because when you said that to him, I went and checked him out, and it was just his skin was peeling.
Maybe.
So, but yeah, no, it was.
So.
He thought that, oh,
I don't know.
the sun is the same.
It's the same.
Doesn't matter where you are. Oh, no. When you are in Florida, you are literally closer to the sun. Literally closer to the sun. So anyway, go ahead. I don't mean to.
All right. So then, so Dice Tower was kind of torn because sometimes I was still parenting, even though they're big kids, and I shouldn't have to. I loved being in the halls. I loved playing games. I've told you this, how cool it was to see how different all 5 of us want to play games.
Yep.
And we'll start with Sam. Sam will grab a game he knows, take it to a table, and put up the Players Wanted game because he wants to teach people how to play a game.
I don't mind learning how from somebody else.
No.
But I do enjoy teaching.
He does enjoy teaching. So he will, and he was asked by Tom, can you teach this game? Yeah, absolutely. So he would grab a game and have people join him, and he would teach it. He likes that. Dante wanted to go into the hall, find a green flag that meant Players Wanted on a game he's never heard of with people he's never met. And he would play with them. Mm-hmm. Daphne wanted to play a game that she knows with people she knows.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to play with one of the other 3. Whichever one. If Sam was teaching, I would sit next to Sam. If Dante was sitting with a bunch of people he didn't know, I would sit with Dante. If Daphne wanted me to play with her, I would play with her. And Aiden wanted to play basketball and football.
Football, basketball, pool.
Football,
That's all
basketball.
Aiden wanted to do.
So it was super different, and I really loved how it kind of summed up our whole family. Mm-hmm. I loved it. Dante would get almost, not frustrated, but he would get a little disappointed when there weren't any flags up. Mm-hmm. Like, nobody wants a player? I want to play a new game. Mm-hmm. Well, they already started. Wait a few minutes. Somebody will bring one.
Yep.
That was great. I had wonderful gaming, and I had really great experiences that will be core memories. Like, they were so amazing. Sam was one when we played King of Tokyo.
That was a fun game.
That was a fun game.
2 games, actually.
We played 2. And Daphne was with us.
Mm.
And we are chugging along, and then Sam is in Tokyo, right?
Yes.
And there were 5 of us playing, 6 of us?
Both games ended with me in Tokyo.
Yeah, 6 people playing. There were only 5 people left. One person had gotten knocked out. And in one turn, Sam took us all out. All of us.
It was luck. It was
luck dice.
It was complete luck.
luck.
The first game, I had this card that I could use to give everybody 3 damage. Mm-hmm. And then I was in Tokyo, and I had like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hit points left. And I rolled enough hits to take out
1, 2, 3.
like 3 of the 4 people that were left. So they're all dead. And then she had 3 hit points left. And then I played that card.
Yeah.
And then took her out too. And then I was the last one standing.
And he stood up in the hall and shouted in that big, loud Sam voice, "All bow before me, for I am the king of Tokyo." And people around us laughed and applauded and cheered.
I think I scared the people behind us, though.
Yeah, they didn't like that.
They didn't like it.
They didn't like that. Because we ended up playing with them later, and they were like, "Is he going to stand up and yell again?"
Were we playing with them?
No, we weren't playing with them. They ended up playing behind us again.
Oh, yeah.
And they said, "Oh, is he going to stand up and yell again?" Anyway.
And so I said, maybe.
I laughed.
Or something like that. I don't know.
So much. I had tears rolling down my face. One of the little girls.
Face
oh my gosh.
Worth it.
Oh my gosh. We played with a little girl named Rose, and she was in utter shock and dismay and laughing and like mad that you stood up. Everything. She was so filled with emotion. It was so funny. It was so funny. So we played a second round, and Sam won again against Daphne, who had 19 hit points.
No, 19 points.
19 points. So she only needed 1 more point to win.
And she was trying to get that. I was in Tokyo.
Yeah.
I only had like...
Everyone else is out. It was just Daphne
I only had
and Sam.
like 2 hit points left.
Yeah.
And she was trying to get her last point, so she was not trying to roll claw marks.
Right.
She was trying to roll points, and
she
she couldn't do it. So I'm left. She has like 5 hit points left. I'm like, I'm going for it. So I'm like rolling, and I'm keeping all the claws, and I get 5 claws, and I knock her out.
And he stands up again and shouts, and I'm talking, I mean, my sides hurt. I was laughing so bad. It was such a great memory.
One of the coolest things about the experience, though, was that it came because we sat down to play King of Tokyo because Rose Lennox, Mariana and Trey's daughter, wanted to play King of Tokyo. But she was too shy, which is really strange because once you get to know Rose, she
wasn't shy.
She was not shy at all. But she was too shy to ask people to play. She had the flag up, but she wouldn't ask people to play. You know how kids are. You know, anybody else sit down. Well, not anybody. There are strange people out there.
And we did get 2 kids in that game,
Yeah.
though. 2 young kids. And
And we were about to start, and another little guy came up, and I forget his name. Dadgummit, why can't I remember his name? Can't remember his name, but he came up. He says, "Hey, can I play?" And we had one more person on the time. I was like, absolutely, more the merrier with King of Tokyo. So he sat down, and he had this little smirk on his face. And come to find out after. Because his mom actually posted a bunch of pictures, and I recognized him, and I said, "Hey, that kid's, a King of Tokyo shark or whatever." And she goes, "Yeah, that's one of his favorite games."
That's funny.
And so, he had a little glint in his eye because he's about to play one of his favorite games. And so, that was one of the coolest things about that whole experience.
It was great.
Is the fact that it began with a kid that wanted to play a game that she enjoys with other people.
Yeah, it was
and
super
her
fun.
mom, Mariana, actually came up to me and you and said, "Hey, will you guys come over and play King of Tokyo?" Because
we were like, "Yeah,
she's,
absolutely."
She
wants to play.
She wants to play, but she's too shy. So we sat down, and then Daphne came and sat down, and then this other guy came and sat down. This other boy came and sat down. And
it was
so
awesome.
We had
it was awesome.
a full complement.
And one of the other things about the game is,
excuse me,
Rose was playing like trying to be nice at one point. And then she realized that Daphne, kind of a older girl at the table, she was like, "Ooh, she might be kind of neat." So she's like, "Daphne, will you be my friend? Will you be my friend?
Yeah.
I won't roll this if you'll be my friend." And then she got to the point where she was like, "Well, I got to roll it anyway."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Don't be my mortal enemy.
Yeah.
Don't hate me. Don't be my mortal enemy." It was one of the highlights of the whole weekend. I had a lot of personal connection moments that I loved. Tom and Mary Beth.
Yeah.
You know, there was a whole lot of love in those moments.
Yeah.
I had moments with people that just made me smile and made me feel loved, and I was great. I played against this this was one of the other moments I loved. I was playing a game with Sam and two gentlemen. Was it Path of Civilization?
No, not Path of Civilization. That's the game
That's a
that we
big
have.
box. It had Civilization.
It was a civilization game, but it's like a fast civilization game. It's a civilization card game, basically. I don't remember the name of it.
I don't either.
But Tony, one of our game groupers from Miami, the Homestead area back in the day, it was him and one of his buddies, and we were playing this game together. And
he made me laugh.
Yeah.
Laugh and laugh. I got the giggles so bad when I was playing that I was biting my lip not to just start laughing. First off, he would help me because I don't know how to play this game, so he's telling me. He'd say, you should do this and this and this. And I'd say, okay. And I would do it, and he'd go, oh, that's horrible. That's just horrible. I'm like, wait, you just told me to do that. And he goes, well, it's horrible for me. Yeah. That's just horrible. And he must have said, this is horrible, or that was horrible, 200 times during this game.
He said it a lot, that's for
sure.
sure.
And every time he did, I started to go. And then Sam had to get up halfway through the game, and Dante jumped in to Sam's spot to finish Sam's game. And I didn't tell Dante.
I had to go work at the booth.
Yeah, I didn't tell Dante what was causing me to almost giggle. And within about 3 minutes, Dante's looking up at me and looking next to Tony and going like, are we being filmed? Like, is he saying this all the time? So then he kind of caught my eye as he said it again. Oh, this is horrible. And I'm trying to not burst into giggles. And Dante saw my face, and then he knew that I was giggling about that.
Yeah.
And then he kind of started giggling. Oh, It was such a great moment.
All right, a couple things here. Let's see here.
I played a lot of games. We had a lot of fun. We had some pool time. I had some moments with.
Oh, you're not done yet.
Nope. Tom and Mary Beth.
Tom says they had a great time too.
My new family is Tom and Mary Beth.
Family Maple is trying to get Vanessa to come to Tantrum Con.
Ooh.
They've been asking me to come to Tantrum Con again this year.
Oh.
And it might.
Does it overlap with anything?
No.
Then you should go.
See, last year I didn't go because it was so close on the heels of the cruise. But now the cruise is a week earlier.
Oh, okay.
And Tantrum Con is the same weekend.
Oh, right.
So it's further away from the cruise, so it might be more viable. So I'm going to be talking to Will about that.
Whatever works for you.
But
I'm okay.
I'm just trying to keep you in the loop. Speaking of Civ games, have you ever played Mosaic? I absolutely adore that game. I have played Mosaic, I think, once, and it was an interesting, fun game, but I haven't played it more than that. Doug is here. Ragged Meeple says, glad to have the regular programming back. It will be back for a little bit. Sorry.
Did you just lick your own hand?
Yes, because I got coffee all over it. I'm not a cat. Don't worry. Mosaic is a big favorite of mine as well, Doug says. So he says hello to everyone. Allie says that Vanessa should come down and do Tantrum Con with us in Charlotte. Mm-hmm. OMG, do it, Sam. I'll 100% go then.
See?
What about games you played? What were some of the better games? Those were experiences.
Those are experiences. All my memories are experiences.
They're experiences.
I played a lot of games, quite a few games that I'd known or played before. Mm-hmm. I played Harmonies. I played whatever that Civilization game was. I don't even remember. I didn't keep a log of my games this time because I was just kind of enjoying all the things. We played a lot of games. We played charcuterie. We played wine cellar multiple times. Sam taught us like a couple of new games. You grabbed a couple that I enjoyed. I just can't remember.
Monolith,
that was fun. We played Forest Shuffle.
yeah.
We played, I don't know, I played a couple of games with Dante. Gosh, what were they? I also thought it was kind of funny that we got there Monday night, but Tuesday you were setting up. Wednesday, Thursday, we were kind of gaming basically, like mostly. And Daphne wasn't really interested in playing games on either Wednesday or Thursday. But on Friday, she kind of started to get into it. And by Saturday, she was in the game hall the whole day. And then on Sunday, she came over to the game hall and was really disappointed that we were packing up.
Late to the party much? All right.
I played a lot of fun games. I had
Excuse me.
super fun. It was super lovely. We had some great food. We had great pool time. Good family time. Lots of good family moments. It was lovely.
Okay, so somebody asked about the HeroScape release. And this one is showing up, the Age of Annihilation Master Set. It says that it's the premium painted edition. So does that mean if they continue releasing HeroScape that the miniatures are going to be unpainted? That's kind of strange to me. That's kind of strange.
Or they just used a different type
Renegade
of paint.
Game Studios,
paint.
Avalon Hill. That's a neat logo for Avalon Hill. That's a new logo for them. But it's interesting. I don't know what I think about it because, I mean, I still have a whole bunch of HeroScape stuff. It's out in the garage, but I still have it. It's in a big tub. I just don't play it very often because setup time and teardown time is quite extensive. You know, everybody gives Memoir 44 a hard time for setup. You know, we were actually even playing, Tom and I were actually playing Memoir 44. We were setting up for it, and some guy walked by and he's like, "Hey, the game that takes longer to set up than it takes to play." I'm like, no, not really. And he kind of backtracked a little bit and pointed out that he was just joking. It's one of his favorite games, but Memoir 44 gets a really hard time, and often I've found, at least, people who, you know, people love HeroScape, but it's more egregious for setup and teardown time than Memoir 44 ever has been. Anyway, just different folks, different strokes for different folks.
Well, I have a moment. I don't know if I even told you.
Hey, go ahead.
From Dice Tower East. We were playing Harmonies, Daphne and I, and some people we didn't know. We were playing Harmonies.
Yeah.
And we're halfway through the game. We're all doing pretty good. And some guy walks up and he's like, "Oh, Harmonies." And he kind of stood there for a minute. And I'm like, yeah, like, I don't know what else to say. He just said Harmonies. He goes, "Do you guys have any questions? You guys doing okay?" I said, "No, we're doing okay. We got, you know, we've played it a couple of times." He's like, "Okay." "Well, I'm the designer, so if you're walking around and have any questions, you should ask me." And I'm like, "Oh, well now." And then Daphne instantly got self-conscious. She looked at her board. Oh, because he said, "You didn't mark these off. Like, you didn't get that yet. You need to put the cubes on those." She's like, "I was just doing that." But you could tell she got really self-conscious. And I even got self-conscious because I was like, "Well, crap. I hope I'm playing it right." Because he walked by and... But that was a cool moment.
That's cool.
I don't know who the person was. You probably do because you're smart.
No, I can't remember his name.
But he was a tall guy, and he was like, "Well, I'm the designer," and I'm like,
I didn't even know he was there. That would have been cool to meet him. That would have been. No, seriously, that would have been cool.
It was.
To meet him
I was like, "Oh."
I didn't even know he was there. Yeah, Johan Benvenuto.
Tall.
Johan Benvenuto.
He was very tall.
That's awesome.
So that was that moment. I didn't even get to tell you that, but that was kind of a cool.
The design. So he was there. The designer of Path of Civilization was there. I saw I didn't see him, but I saw some pictures on Facebook after the thing was over of him teaching the game to other people. It would have been cool to meet him too. So my problem is that I don't remember names very well, and I have no idea what these people look like.
Right.
And so I'm like, even if I see somebody's name, it
won't
doesn't
connect.
click.
Yeah.
It doesn't click, and I don't know what they look like.
That was kind of a cool moment.
Yeah, that is cool.
Because he didn't say much at the beginning. He goes, harmonies, you like it? And I said, yeah, it's great. We've played it a couple of times. You know, like, he was like, okay, well, if you have any questions. I'm like, no, we're okay. And he's like, well, I'm the designer. And I'm like, well, crap.
Wow.
Now I have questions.
David says, maybe Memoir 44 doesn't take as long with Sam's die rolls. I'm telling you, in Memoir 44, you better watch out. Because
in the zombie game I played against him.
Don't even. You want to see
dice rolls.
Unreal dice rolling? Go watch our Last Night on Earth play on Tuesday. Captain, let's roll sixes all day over here.
I thought we were playing Yahtzee.
But Eric, yes, this thing is on. I don't know why you got muted.
Why?
He said he thinks he got muted by the moderator. What did I do? I don't know that Tom would have done that. He's the only one of our moderators that's here right now, and I don't think Tom would have done that.
Okay.
Top chat is default.
We have live chat on.
So I have live chat on. So maybe that has something to do with it, Eric. I don't know. But I don't think that I haven't done anything. I don't think Tom would have done anything.
Did we miss anything? What does he want to say? Like,
no, I don't know. You absolutely. Actually, absolutely. If you wanted to say something, do that.
Go back in.
I recall some bad rolls by you during Memoir 44. That is true. But I was also teaching you how to play, Tom.
Oh, so he was intentionally rolling bad?
I was intentionally not doing my best at die rolling.
So that's what you were doing the other night, too.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it was. Tom says he didn't mute anyone, so there's something else afoot. There, Eric. So we apologize, but...
we are here, and you are here, and we are happy you are here.
Just don't let it happen again. Okay, buddy? Let's see here. Harmonies is a great game. It is being somewhat panned by some people. Mike DeLisio did not like it at all. Some of the other people that I've talked to, a couple of the other people that I've talked to at Dice Tower East, not necessarily Dice Tower folk, but a couple of other Dice Tower folk were not impressed with it.
Agda. That's the other game we played a lot.
Agda. Come on, get it right. It took me forever to get it right.
I know.
But Harmonies, people have been basically saying they'd rather play Azul. To which I say you're crazy. I think it's much better than Azul, but
I thought it was super fun.
Again, it's different strokes for different folks. That's the way games are. What one person likes, another person will hate. So can't really get it. I did forget to send him his check. Well, there you go. That's probably what it is. Karen says, we can see you though, Bushman. So be careful. All right, so let's see. Did you get to try Cities?
No, and I really wanted to.
Yeah, I wanted to as well. I didn't get to try it.
I really wanted to. That was the one I really was really looking forward to trying, and I didn't get to.
I got to try Sand at Printed Meeple in San Antonio.
We played
a buddy
Canvas as a family. That was pretty funny.
Oh, Canvas, yeah, that was a good game.
As a family, all 5 of us. That was fun.
Yeah.
The kids took that game over to my parents' house this weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll play it, but they took it.
I doubt they will. I don't think your parents will sit down to play a game.
My mom might.
Maybe.
No.
Go ahead, let it in. Stupid feline. Go ahead.
I can't get up. I'm stuck.
The feline will wait until we are doing something else.
Go on
and
in.
We'll mew and cry that it needs attention. If you try to give it attention any other time, however, it will run away from you.
Or run outside, as he did this morning, or run in the garage, as he did
Telling
this
you, he
morning.
doesn't run outside for me.
Ooh, he does for me.
Because he knows better.
Just to make me mad.
He knows better. Cities can be on your city building games next time, maybe.
I really wanted to play that one.
I had a much more fun time putting games on my list that were stretches.
You did.
I still think they fit. I wasn't doing that just to be a weirdo. I still think they fit, but again, I just had a little bit more loose of a definition. Max is being a pest. I take it. Is Strider there with you?
On the floor, right here next to us.
He's laying down like a good little boy.
This is that. He's under the table.
Paying attention. He knows exactly what to do while we're at work.
Well, he waits till Sam pulls up the chair and turns on the lights, and he'll come right in and lay down at our feet.
Yep. And then after about an hour and a half,
Max
sometimes 2 hours,
he
will get up and he'll go, okay, you're done.
Time to be done. Maxie.
Strider is right down here. Maybe he'll come up and say hi later.
Oh, this is Maxie.
I only stood up for a second and now the cat is bathing in my chair.
Yes.
David says.
Ow, no claws, no claws. Oh, you're a brat. Here, take the brat.
No, I don't want the brat.
You do.
No,
Look.
I don't. I don't want the brat. And the brat doesn't want me either, see? See?
Oh, I have to wear this to the bridal shower.
That's disgusting.
Oh, so much cat hair.
That's why oh. That almost made me throw up in my mouth a little bit. I looked over and your hands were fuzzy.
They're still fuzzy.
That's so disgusting.
That's
Max is not beautiful. No, they said Max is beautiful, but Max is not beautiful when
when you can't breathe and you get fluff in your mouth.
All right, Eric says, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Here it comes.
Come on, Eric, hit it.
I haven't seen him running around as much recently. Yeah, he's been here. He just behaves.
Strider?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a good boy.
He behaves. Ew, so much fur.
It's so
right?
much. So much.
That's what I'm talking about.
So much. Look, I'm still like flicking
And it's
fur.
everywhere. I was looking at things on top of my desk
and
the
they're
other
like
day.
on top.
On top. And there's cat hair
Wait,
all
you say
over.
top, but not the back?
No.
You just said top.
I was repeating what you said. I don't normally say that. You just said top, and I was like, yeah, it was the top. Stupid. Parroting, that's what that's called.
But not the back.
So I'm up there, I'm looking at stuff, I'm putting stuff up there because we're rearranging some of the stuff in the room. And on the sound panels are covered. The bottom half are covered with cat hair. Because the stupid thing jumps up there and has to walk through all of this stuff.
He's a dork.
He's a dork. Hopefully Jessie doesn't start licking her arm now. Right?
Gross.
It's not gross. It was coffee. It was good. My friend's corgis shed like crazy. Oh. Every space in their house is covered in fur. It's pretty gross. We try to keep most of our pet fur at bay.
I definitely notice Dante's chore is sweeping every day and mopping 3 times a week. And he left
Strider's
Thursday
hair.
morning.
Yeah.
And it is Saturday, and I really noticed the fact. I'm like, I got to sweep today because it's just gross. But
Terrier says, hello there. Hello, Terrier, hello. Strider's hair falls.
Right.
And it hits the ground.
Right.
And it stays on the ground.
Yes.
Max's hair, however, goes and starts filling the atmosphere.
He's just a fluffy baby. Oh, I still have cat hair on my hand.
That's so disgusting. Does Wenatchee have any blueberry farms?
We have a couple blueberries. We don't have a really good climate for blueberries. It gets too warm. They want it a little cooler. But we have one blueberry pick farm, I think.
Says, are there any other fruits more prevalent there?
Apples, cherries, apricots, peaches, nectarines, watermelon from Washington, Walla Walla area, watermelon and Hermiston, cantaloupes from Moses Lake, but pears, plums. I just bought some golden plums last week. They were so delicious. Sam wouldn't even try a bite. He wouldn't even try one bite.
I don't like pitted fruits.
They were delicious.
I barely like cherries.
Oh, cherries.
Barely like cherries. I don't like
Of course, we are the
fruits.
apple capital, so we always have apples.
Yeah.
But cherries, plums, oh, so good.
Karen says, I remember when you shaved Max. That
Yes.
was funny.
Yes.
Unknowledgeable of YouTube, what bearing does comments and or likes relate to your channel? Monetarily, recognition, I understand subscribers. Okay, well basically the more attention that a video gets, the more likely it is that the YouTube algorithms will pick it up and start proliferating it on its own, rather than me having to proliferate everything. So the more comments a video gets, the more likes that a video gets, the more views that a video gets, all tend towards...
But comments are not the same as live chat.
Correct. Correct. Live chat is different than regular comments on the video. So that's something that I'm going to have to start looking at. I talked to Jay Shalansky a little bit when I was at Origins. He's another YouTube content creator that's now working with Berkey. He's in a little bit of a different genre though. He's more into tabletop gaming.
Nice.
Tabletop war games, miniature games, that kind of stuff. So he's working with Berkey to try to reach out to that group within board gaming. Anyway, he's given me some pointers. I got to reach back out to him. I've literally been going ever since I came back.
We haven't had a lot of time for him to catch up on stuff.
That's something that I have to look at. All of the live videos that I do don't really get picked up by YouTube algorithms. Once the live video happens, it doesn't proliferate it anymore. So I'm going to have to start editing those videos, and you can do that in YouTube, and then reposting them as just regular videos. And then once that happens, the algorithms will pick them up more frequently if they're getting the views, if they're getting the that kind of stuff. So we'll just have to. I have to work with it. It's just more work that I have to do. I just haven't had time to, because it's all stuff that I've never done before.
Right.
And I have to learn how to do it, and I haven't had time to learn how to do it yet. So that's pretty much that.
Rainier cherries.
So more the more attention that a video gets is better for the video. Period. Whether that is comments, likes, all that kind of stuff. That will help things be proliferated a little bit more with the YouTube algorithms. Let's see. Blueberries do much better on the west of the state.
They do.
Doug says. Berries are typically on the other side of the state where my parents are at and where I grew up, Family Maple says. Grapes, wine country.
Oh, I forgot all about grapes.
This time,
Yakima's tagline is...
don't get too drunk.
Doug, what is it? Do you remember? It's the
one more joint?
The Napa Valley of Washington or something like that, isn't it? No, the Palm Springs. I'm sorry. The Palm Springs of Washington. I think that's what their tagline is.
This time of year is amazing here on the east side, gorging on fresh fruit for 4 months.
Yes.
Allie says Eastern Washington is all about the trees and stone fruits.
Yep.
Rainier cherries are fantastic.
So good.
We go out in the forest to pick blueberries towards the end of the summer up here, so they sure can survive in cold climate.
Yeah, they like a little chilly.
Derek says, interesting. I am from Vancouver, BC area. I have tons of blueberry farms.
Yep.
Vanessa says she loves pitted fruits. Favorites are peaches. I can't wait until the Chambersburg peaches start coming in. Oh. They're a northern species of peach, smaller than Georgia peaches, but super sweet.
Yeah. I used to love the white peaches or the donut peaches. Donut peaches. Oh, see, that's so good.
That's false advertising. No, why would you have donuts?
So good.
No, that's not okay. You shouldn't. No, donuts are good. Peaches are bad. My family is from Bellingham, Allie says.
Bellingham.
I've always wanted a peach tree, but they take about 5 years before producing fruit and only produce it for about 15 years.
Yep.
So you have to have it for 20 years, and it only produces 15. Interesting. Does Wenatchee have less rainfall than Seattle?
Oh, yes. By far.
By much, much far.
We are on the desert side.
And rain in Seattle is much different than rain in other places. When I was in Texas, I saw rain.
Yeah.
Not the that you get in Seattle. I was driving, it would start raining, and I'd be driving down the road, and there would be a river of water coming down the road that I had to drive through. And if it dipped, you had to go through that little river through the middle of the road. And that was only after like 15 minutes of raining. That's rain. And it's also poor drainage. But that's rain. I wish I would have, I couldn't because it would have, I would have had to record while I was driving through it, but you would have been amazed.
You did.
No, that was on the highway. That was not after I got up onto like streets and all that kind of stuff. Wenatchee sounds like the Okanagan in BC.
Yep, absolutely.
It's much hotter and more arid than on the West Coast.
Yep.
So I should go back and comment on your past vids. That'll help. Well, Eric, if it's only one person doing it, probably not. If everybody did that, maybe. But the problem is that I need to go back and do that editing because YouTube algorithms just don't push live videos.
And since we are community-based, and that's one of our focuses, we love to do the live videos.
So I have to go back in and edit them and put them up as a regular video.
Okay.
Which
is that something I could do? Could you teach me how to do that?
I don't know because I don't know how to do it yet. I have to teach myself before I can teach you. Tom says we have blueberry farms down here. They are normally picked end of March, early April. Wenatchee is pretty much the same as Okanagan.
Yep.
Depending on which side of the border you're on. It's considered a high desert climate.
Yep. Plateau.
Peaches are so good. Hashtag fake news. My friend has a white peach tree. They're delicious.
I got a little drooly.
That's it. I'm stopping at a fruit stand on the way down to game day today.
Yes.
Peaches come in a can, Terrier Halo says. They were put there by a man. Yeah, how does it rain in Seattle again? Just rewind it. You'll see it again. Thunderstorms in the south are intense. That is absolutely correct. I've been caught in many of them while visiting South Carolina. I got caught when I was living in San Antonio, the last time I was living in San Antonio, I got caught in a Texas thunderstorm in my little Ford Festiva. Basically, it was a shoe on wheels. And Texas thunderstorms often have hail. and I got stuck at a stoplight. I was like 20 feet away from an overpass.
Yeah.
And I had a red light. And it starts throwing hail at my car. I swear. For a second there, I got PTSD. Because it was, oh my gosh, it was like I was being shot at by an MG42. Yes. And I'm like, good night. And so the light finally turned green and I was able to go through and get under the overpass. But geez Louise, seriously, that was scary. Because I didn't know if my windows were gonna break. I didn't know anything. I was like, that was scary. But that's thunderstorms. That's rain. The stuff they get up in Seattle is like, oh, it's wet in the air.
Everybody has a Gore-Tex coat.
A what? A Gore-Tex coat? Who cares about Gore-Tex? So true, Sam. Seattle rain is a constant drizzle.
It's just a constant drizzle.
You would get made fun of in high school if you even owned an umbrella.
Yep.
South Carolina rains are like those buckets that drop water at the water park.
Yeah.
You are correct. Walls of rain coming towards you. Exactly. Yeah. You can see it on the other side of the road. I told Jess one time that my dad and I were driving down the highway in the south one time, and the other direction of traffic was getting trashed with rain, and we had completely dry roads on this side.
Yeah.
And you could literally see the wall as you look down the highway.
I had that happen in Alaska, down our street in Anchorage. You could see the rain coming down, but it was like a rain cloud, like, I don't know, 100 feet wide. Mm-hmm. Like a tiny little rain cloud. Yeah. Going down the street. So Justin and I just ran through it, and then it was over.
Allie says, all right, this was super fun. Glad I caught you live today. Got to run my kids to a play date. Have fun. See you later, Allie. Take care. I'm not leaving, Tom, just Allie. Singing in the rain was not shot in Texas. No, because we don't sing in the rain in Texas. We run as fast as we can so that we don't get drenched.
I told you I taught with that song.
Yes.
Because it was all present, progressive.
I know. Yes. Misread. Your alley looked like all. Yeah, that's true. It did. Rains more in Miami than in Seattle. It's just overcast, though, most of the winter.
Yeah, we have many overcast days in Seattle. Consecutive overcast days.
Yep.
And my kids are over there on the other side right now visiting their grandparents, and they're very much enjoying some cooler weather. Mm-hmm. And,
Eric says in Florida, our front door is clear skies. Our back door is a hurricane.
Yeah, that's funny.
I can understand that. That has been the case sometimes. Since we sit on top of a hill, we can often see the rains moving in, Vanessa says. Yeah, that's awesome. You can also smell it. I
agree. Yep. But there was that video, a guy said you cannot smell it. That was fun.
Yeah, Englishman was like, I heard somebody say...
I think he was Australian.
You can smell... No, he was British.
English. He was British.
You can smell the rain.
Before it comes.
What? How can you smell the rain? I was like, that's fun.
You're like, but you can.
But you can.
I'd say more so over here. Over there, you can't really...
I don't know.
I've never all smells moisty, wetty, like it doesn't... But over here, you can be like, oh, it's about to rain.
If I ever go back to the UK, I'm going to test that theory.
Okay, I like that.
Winter Park, Orlando suburb, Bushman says. That's weird. I think you are in a very same area-ish as Tom. Mm-hmm. You guys need to hook up.
Play a game. Make fun of us.
That's en vogue, is it not?
It is the thing to do.
I don't know
Me?
why.
No?
No. I just don't know where all these things come from. Good morning from Woodby Island, Daphne says.
There we go. I was just wondering if the kids are going to come on.
The smell of rain is known as petrichor.
Petrichor? C-O-L?
Petrichor.
Core. Daphne, that's a good vocabulary word.
Well, she got that because there's a name. That's the name of a board game.
Oh.
But Vanessa, because of her work, may already have known that.
I think she probably knows that.
But it is the name of a game as well.
I bet she knows that.
Yep.
I bet she does.
Doug says, Vanessa, only game players know what petrichor is.
Oh, that's funny.
See? Why did your family move to Wenatchee? My ex left me and took both of my younger two kids with her from Florida to here because this is her hometown. So I left the Dice Tower and moved up here to be with my kids.
Was that for you or me? I don't know.
That was for me.
Good.
So Sam, why did your family?
So he could eventually meet me.
Yeah. Didn't know that at the time.
You didn't know.
Yeah. So
Daphne, are you going to teach Grandpa and Momo Canvas?
I'm expecting her to say no in about 10 seconds. Board games are educational. That is correct.
Right? Look at the things we can learn.
And Vanessa says, I knew it because of the game. LOL.
That's funny.
Eric says he was born, raised in Winter Park, there before Disney. Oof, dude. You probably also know the recipe for dirt. Eric does.
Ay.
If I don't razz him, he'll think something's wrong. Just like he does to me. 20 minutes south of Claremont.
Nice. Means nothing to me.
No. Looked for it, but couldn't find it. Oh, she didn't take it.
Dante said he took it. I'm like looking on the shelf here. It was on that stack.
Well, if Dante...
Or does that mean you guys looked for it and couldn't find it to take? That might be. If Dante looked for it, we know he didn't look hard.
Nope, that's all right.
Sorry, Dante.
See, Eric said I met Ponce de Leon.
Oh, nice. Fountain of Youth.
That's right.
But that's not in Winterberg. That's in... Oh, my mom would remember the name of the city.
Grandma said she would play it if I brought it, but I don't know if I would try to teach it to Grandpa.
Okay, that's valid.
But, no, I don't
know. Maybe they didn't bring it. Maybe they didn't look for it enough.
They didn't look for it enough.
Don't go over to that table. We got a big mess.
No, it's not a big
No,
mess.
it's not bad. We cleaned up the studio.
We actually cleaned it
and
up a
put
lot.
a bunch of stuff away. Although there's still 2 piles, which I don't know where they came from. Or 3 piles. Those need to... Okay, these piles on the chair and the
It's
floor
right
and
there.
over here.
It's right there.
Oh, you guys, it's right here. Sorry you didn't bring it.
See, you got to ask questions.
I know I wasn't up to ask. Although you were up, they could
I
have
was
asked
up,
you.
but they just left without saying goodbye.
Rude.
At all. Just TikTok. 3 minutes behind schedule. My goodness.
Told you, Daphne's a little like me when she gets on time. She likes to be on time. St. Augustine.
Ponce
That's
de
right.
Leon came over for a beer. I saw the Fountain of Youth while visiting St. Augustine a couple of years ago. Beautiful city.
I agree.
Yeah. I really want to take my mom there someday. The Fountain of Youth doesn't actually work. You know that, right?
What?
She said she went to the Fountain of Youth while at St. Augustine. I want to take my mom there. It doesn't work.
Why?
I know I was in the... Okay, you guys said you were leaving at 7:30. I was done. I was getting dressed. I literally walked out of my room at 7:32. I looked around for 3 minutes, and then I texted your mom. I guess they left while I was in the shower.
Daphne had coffee on the mind. She was ready to go get her coffee.
To visit St. Augustine, dingus. Don't call me a dingus. Which game is better, Forest Shuffle or Cascadia? Ooh.
Okay. They both have beautiful, beautiful animals.
Yeah.
I would say Forest Shuffle is easier to understand, but harder to score. Cascadia. Oh, Cascadia or Forest Shuffle?
I'm going to say Cascadia.
I'm going to go with Cascadia because I like the way I can do different things with different animals.
I think you can do different things with different animals and different trees and both. My thing that I think makes Cascadia better is that scoring is much easier.
Scoring
Cascadia.
on Cascadia is easier. Yes.
With Forest Shuffle, it can be quite...
I'm using all my fingers.
Yeah, it can be quite the task to score everything correctly and keep those numbers tallied. Forest Shuffle would do incredibly well to have a companion scoring app.
Oh, that would be so helpful.
Forest Shuffle would be great for a companion scoring app.
Somebody make that happen. That would be so helpful.
Because that would completely alleviate all of the difficulty in that game. And it would be just a fun time. I dread scoring in Forest Shuffle. I dread it.
Yeah, the scoring in Forest Shuffle is I shut down. I'm like, man, I don't know.
Cascading Forest.
Combine them.
Vanessa says Cascadia is definitely a better intro game, but I love both those games. Yeah,
But
I
Karen
do
says
too.
she likes Forest Shuffle better.
Huh? Karen? Forest Shuffle is better? Okay. I mean, as far as gameplay is concerned, I think gameplay is faster in Forest Shuffle. But I really enjoy both. I think what gives Cascadia the edge for me is scoring at the end of the game.
Yeah, the scoring on Cascadia is
On Forest
much
Shuffle.
better.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Forest Shuffle, the scoring was a little not complicated. It wasn't
Tom
complicated.
is right, just like Nidavellir. Nidavellir has the scoring app.
Yes.
That scores the game for you.
Yes.
Yep.
That
absolutely.
would be so helpful.
Yep. I don't know. See, with Nidavellir, there aren't as many cards that you have to score, and there aren't as many scoring combos. So it would be much more difficult to make a scoring app for Forest Shuffle. But something, maybe if it's just a redesigned
Scoring sheet,
something. I don't know.
Maybe I will make one for just our game.
Cascadia is the new Monopoly. Every house should have it.
Oh, now I totally agree with that. I think that should happen.
But
I do love it.
I think if that were the case, it would get played, unlike Monopoly.
Right.
Because everybody owns Monopoly, because everybody gives it.
I don't think we own one.
Well,
anymore.
that was a conscious effort.
I know. We did have Wenatchee-opoly.
And we promptly got rid of it.
We did. Somebody gave it to me.
Birds of a Feather also has a scoring app. TI4 should be the new Monopoly. No, it should not.
Goodness. Maybe not. Maybe not TI4.
LOL, Eric. All right, so what I'd like to do now is just show you a couple of games that we have got in. And a couple of different things. There are 3 games over there that I'm going to show that I've actually purchased recently. And there are 2 games.
Bottom.
Yeah, not yet. We'll do that next. We'll do that later. I've got a couple over here that have been sent got a couple of prototypes
All right, let's go. Let's show.
that 25th Century has given us. So I'll go ahead and put this over here. And here is one, a Reiner Knizia game called Razzia. And
2 to 5 players.
Yep. And the rule book here is just printed out. There's a quick reference sheet. So there's police stations, thieves, in-game scoring businesses, getaway cars, drivers, gangsters. So
It's like mafia.
Yeah. So Razzia or Razzia, I love this. They're like using a cheese grater and running their hands along it. I don't understand what this is.
Mafia. He's threatening him.
He's threatening him with a cheese grater?
Great job.
I don't understand. Okay, understand this is a prototype.
All of
so
this is not.
Just realize. Yep, there's a cheese grater token, scoring tracks, cards.
Oh, it's a great token. Look.
Yeah, go ahead, take it out.
Can I?
Yeah. So it looks like there's auctions, winning an auction.
Look at this one. It's a cheese grater.
Let's see. I'm getting
That's
to
amazing.
Okay, so Game of Razzia is played over a course of 3 rounds. During each round, players will take turns performing one of 3 possible actions. Player with the highest value bidding card will always take the first turn in each round. Play continues clockwise until the round ends, either when all bidding cards have been turned face down or when the police row is filled with 7 police cards. At the end of each round, players will score points based on the auction cards they collected, then discard their collected auction cards.
That was too fast. Nobody heard anything.
Everybody heard everything. What are you talking about?
That was too fast.
It wasn't too fast. It was just the right speed. The wizard talks precisely how he means to.
Police stations and getaway cars and trinkets and thieves.
So
looks super cool.
Yeah, this looks pretty neat, actually. We'll take a look at some of these things here. Come on.
Do you want to put the instructions in there?
Maybe. It won't fit in the box.
I will make
So here is that cheese grater token.
That's cool.
That's pretty neat. And then there are there's scoring tokens. One side. This is prototype-ish at its best. So one side has nothing on it. The other side literally has the number 50 written on it.
Yes.
With a pen.
That's what we have to do.
We are super prototyping
I'm
here,
super
people.
excited to try.
But it's cool that we got this. So we got a couple of these things. We have
scoring cards.
these look like player aid cards of some kind. Yeah, just for end scoring and so forth. And then end of round scoring on one side, end of game scoring on the other. Oh no, it's both the same. It's both the same. So there's that. Here's your scoring track. So, Nito Frito, and a couple of cards. Let's go ahead and open one of these at least, so we can see what the cards will look like and all that kind of stuff. Jessie hates rats, by the way.
By the way, look how cute that is.
She hates rats.
I do despise rats.
So when we got this, I actually opened it and I started laughing because she loves rats so much. So, a bunch of boardwalk card games, a bunch of
casino
boardwalk cards.
They're different locations. Boardwalk,
looks like
casino,
boardwalk, casino,
laundromat.
Movie theater, nightclub.
Ugh, rats at a nightclub. Blech. I almost like.
How about rats at a pizzeria?
Blech. Can't handle
Train station, police station.
I've seen rats at a train station. Blech.
Getaway car. Looks like a Volkswagen. Why is it a Volkswagen?
There's a lot of getaway cars.
There's a lot of getaway cars. Good night. Check out the driver. Put that in there. The driver. He's like got this bag of cash hanging out of the car. That's pretty funny.
He's an angry rat.
And it looks like
some cheese.
Some cheese. And these are probably the bidding
yes.
cards that you have. So that's what it is. But it's got a little 80s neon vibe
I love
going
it.
on here.
I love
so.
the pink and the...
This looks pretty cool. I'm interested to give this one a try. Absolutely. So this is a prototype that 25th Century has sent us. So we'll be taking a look at that here later on. Yeah, go ahead and just put that on top of there. And then that goes in there, that goes in there, that, and that. And let's see, this is why. That's why it isn't in the box, baby.
Just fold it one more time.
I don't want to. Okay, fine.
I don't want you to lose the directions.
Yeah, me neither.
See, look,
right.
look at that.
That's Ratzia.
Paper folds. Oh, amazing.
And then another content creator sent us this.
Oh, wait, we have... Oh.
No, this is Raw and Write.
Ooh.
So it's a flip and write game inspired by the classic Raw.
Which we have.
So
Dante likes Raw. Are you there, Dante? You like Raw.
Here's the rule book for it. Looks pretty. Wow. Super small rule book.
Cool.
Look at that.
Let's play.
That's pretty cool. There are cards, pencils.
I would like to say these pencils need to be sharpened.
Well, they've been used. I understand.
I understand that, but they need to be sharpened.
And this is what the...
Right. Ron, right.
The,
looks like.
each person probably has their own scoring pad.
Yeah, and you're doing things on
And
it.
you're doing stuff on it.
That's
Yeah.
fun. Did I tell you about the pencil sharpener at work?
No.
Oh my gosh. One of my coworkers bought a $3 pencil sharpener from the
cool.
Target section.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know if it's going to work. And I tried out the pencil sharpener, and I had to, like, fight every... I wanted that pencil sharpener. I wanted to buy it. I wanted to take it. I wanted to keep it. It was the best pencil sharpener I've ever used.
So you were envious of the pencil sharpener.
I'm going to Target and buying that $3 pencil
So
sharpener.
we're looking forward to giving this one a try.
Ron, right.
Looks pretty cool. Let's see here. What are we talking about here? All right, so that challenge. Someone make a new score sheet. Yep.
Yeah, that's what has to happen.
I love the scoring app for Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig. It works with your camera and scores it automatically.
That's cool.
I put Bremertonopoly in the contest. I just got your email, I think, yesterday, Karen, so I haven't read that yet. What's the app called, Dave? Nitzia? Meh. So far, the only game of his that I've played and like is Quest to El Dorado. I play Sam on 2-speed because he talks so slowly. Take that and stick it in your hat. Mad King Steward. He Sorkined the rules. I kind of like it, David. Like the art.
Yeah, the art's cool.
Every chat is a cultural trivia game for Sam. That is...
It's pretty much true.
Kind of true. Live play soon before Gen Con? Maybe. We'll have to see. I love short rule books. I'm in the minority on this one. Don't like Raw at all. Found it slightly boring at best, but I'm not a fan of auction games. Not double-sided. What a waste.
Vanessa, you should try Wine Cellar. That's
Yeah.
a fun one.
Wine Cellar.
I know you and I like a lot of the same games, so...
I think
You
the
might like
raw
that one.
the raw roll and write Kickstarter will also allow you to add the deluxe raw.
Ooh,
And
that's cool.
we have the deluxe raw over here. It's actually really nice. Auctions don't grab me either. Coliseum is one that I do like. Vanessa, I imagine you must not like Coliseum then. Never played Coliseum, Vanessa says. All right, so those are the two prototypes that 25th Century has sent me, or had sent to me. And then we have some other games that I purchased at Printed Meeple.
In San Antonio.
Yeah, in San Antonio. And so we'll put these right here.
Oh, dear.
The first one, go ahead and just take the top one there,
This was on the Hot Games
is
at Dice Tower East.
Ezra and Nehemiah. I was surprised by how small this box is. I was expecting a much larger box.
Oh, really?
But when I saw it in the Hot Games room, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so small. But we are actually going to just, do a little bit of an unboxing here. We won't do a whole lot of stuff, but
Well, that's pretty art. You can see
Ezra and Nehemiah. Like the auction mechanism in Wine Cellar. Wine Cellar looked unique. I would give that one a try, Vanessa says.
See?
Yep. So, Ezra and Nehemiah, you are going to love this game. It's 1 to 4 players, ages 14 plus, 120 minutes.
That's totally me.
And I'm absolutely joking when I said you're going to like this one.
I know. I saw the picture of the back and I got a little scared.
Yeah, the picture on the back is something else.
Cool art. Look at that.
Here's the, check out the rule book.
It's big. There's lots of pictures. Oh, dear, Pete.
Yeah. No, it's...
Oh, my.
Yeah, this is not one for you.
Oh, dear.
But, I mean, this is being touted as one of Garfield Games' heaviest games.
Really?
And they have some humdingers. But anyway, that's the rule book, and it's pretty stinking thick as well. Bag. That's cool.
I love double layered
player boards. Those are awesome. So that's a very cool bonus actually. There's that, and then here is the actual board.
Oh my. Oh no, I'm out. I'm out. Dante, are you watching? Sam's got a new game for you. Look at this.
Here's the board. Yeah, this ain't for you.
Dante.
That's for Dagum.
Are you watching this?
Now I have heard that it is pretty thematic as far as you're building the walls and all that kind of stuff. But look at all this stuff in here. Wooden meeples, wooden cubes, and wooden
Some vases,
things. These look like
water jugs.
looks like there's a priest in there. That might be a priest. I don't know. But there is a whole bunch of stuff. Look at these punch boards. These punch boards are pretty cool. I've never seen punch boards this size before. Maybe this is why the box is so small,
Right,
because they
'cause they
actually
did
put thought into...
Half-size punch boards.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Oh, okay. All right. Look at all that text.
Oh, dear.
On each turn, play one character card. One main action, you may take one. Oh, my goodness.
I'm really grateful Sam's going to play this game. But he might need somebody to play with him.
But this has been one of those kinds of games that I've been intrigued with. I'm not a heavy gamer at all, but I'm intrigued with the game because of the theme. The theme is an Old Testament theme, and it's that's not.
No, that's not going to work.
That's not going to be right. That's not going to be right either. Anyway,
Okay,
that's better. And so that's why I'm interested in the game. So we'll see. It looks good though. It looks like a good production. Even though JT's probably not interested in the theme, I think it's Garfield game. It is Shem Phillips, S.J. McDonald. I think he'll want to play it as well. It's really not as complicated as it looks. Not as complicated as you think. Ezra is great, def a good one. I feel like Garfield is now trying to compete with Lacerdas now, which is kind of a bummer. Let's see here. Makes more sense than
Tom
Viscount
says it's not as complicated
I played
as it looks.
with. I had the opposite reaction when I saw that board. Oh, what does that do? I need to know, Dave says.
I was like, oh, no.
I find busy boards are usually that way so that you don't have to refer back to the rule book all the time.
That's true.
It's a feature. Yeah. I teach you at the retreat, Sam. All right. Well, if I haven't played it by then, Ben, I'm going to take you up on that. The playthroughs I've seen don't make it look heavy. Well, again, reboxing Garfield games is a challenge. That's unfortunate. We'll have to see. All right. This one was a purchase. This was on the clearance rack at...
No, we're done.
Yeah. I know. This was on the clearance rack at
Night Watch.
Not White Watch.
Printed Meeple.
Printed Meeple. And I picked it up for one reason and one reason only. Take a wild guess.
Vincent Dutrait's artwork.
Vincent Dutrait's artwork. Yes, that is correct. But I have played this game.
Oh, okay.
Back when I was with the Dice Tower, I have played this game, and basically, it is a thing where you're tracing your movements and all that kind of stuff on the board. I'm not going to try to read all this upside down because it's too foo-y. But it's a neat little game. I did buy it just because of Vintage Traits artwork. I don't remember a whole lot about the gameplay. There's a lot of dinging on the box.
That's probably why it was clearance.
But not really worried too much about that. As you can see, these tiles are not very thick, but they don't need to be if I remember correctly. There's a lot of fun stuff going on. Those are little boards that you have to go in front of you.
Super cool.
But player boards. So here's the actual map that you use, and you'll be drawing things on here and that kind of stuff.
That's cool.
So it's a pretty neat game. I enjoyed it, and it's one of those things where you have a lot of cool things going on. See, here's Captain Silver himself, and this is like something you have to
magnifying glass or something.
Yeah, it's got a lot of neat stuff
All
going
right, I'm
on
in
it. Evasion, make 2 moves. That's probably for the rule book or something like that. But anyway, this is a neat thing that we're just going to go ahead and pop these out because this is just making unnecessary room. So I'll put that in there. Boom, 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 boom. These all came out easily. There you go.
It's all glossy.
And we can actually pump these out too. Pop. And these are small. Oh, these pop out. Because the thing's so thin.
It says, in addition to the new Lie information tokens, you will also find other information tokens to use of those in the Treasure Island base game. Because colors often vary between print runs, this ensures that you can play with a set of tokens whose backs don't divulge any information through their color differences.
Yay. I have no idea what this means. I'm just punching all this out so that it'll go back in the box a little bit. There's a little bit of lid raise on that.
See, I don't like these. These are not thick enough for me to play with.
So
This one is. This one's cool.
So I'm just sticking all this in. I'll organize it later. But again, it's not Vintage Traits artwork.
But you said it was.
The boxes. I think it had 2 different artists. I think he did the artwork for the box, but everything else is not. But anyway, this will go back in here now with no lid raise. And I'm looking forward to giving this one a try because I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be fun.
I like it. Excuse you.
And that's that. And finally, I didn't even know this existed. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of how connected I am. It's all the way over there on the other side of the...
I don't know. I'm not going anywhere.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I know where the
I know.
grapefruit knife is. It's just I don't want to go get it.
What about the knife I got you? Did you lose that?
I don't know where that is. All right. So, King of Monster Island, and King of Monster Island. It's a cooperative King of Tokyo.
Oh, okay.
Use your claws and fame to destroy the King of Monster Island. Choose your monster, roll the dice. To damage, heal, build, gain new powers, increase your fame, recruit your allies, fight 3 bosses with 6 different difficulty levels. Drop the boss dice in the volcano to determine their actions.
Cool.
So, cooperative King of Tokyo. I didn't even realize this happened. 45 to 60 minutes. So, this looks interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, all this stuff is cool, right? But you've got this freaking huge volcano that's going to be in the middle of the freaking board. Look at that.
Don't do that yet.
Whoa. That looks pretty freaking awesome, y'all.
That's awesome. I'm going to put this one together. Let's do that later.
Ah. Here's the board, however.
That's
Boom.
Pretty. Ooh.
That's a pretty neat thing. So
I
the
like
volcano's going to go right here. And,
people around.
yep.
Cooperatively battling him.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I like it.
Looks cool. So it was intriguing, just like Dave just said. And that's why I picked it up, because I was like, well, hey. Cooperative King of Tokyo for the win. Yeah, it did.
Like that. It wasn't. Was it just like that? Really?
Yeah,
I guess
I'm not
so.
worried about it. Not worried about it right now. We're gonna do this later.
That sounds fun.
Might try this today.
Okay.
Might try this today. Well, I'll have to look at the rules, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Anyway, that is the unboxings.
All right, catch up on your chat.
Let's see here. They made a small box to encourage you to buy the big box in the future. So annoying. Well, maybe. Let's see here. Playthroughs I've seen don't make it look heavy. All right. The busy board reminds me of Kanban. Reboxing Garfield games is a challenge. Already read that one. Does JT ride a motorcycle? Yes, he does. He's got a Harley, I believe. I'm waiting for the Zerubbabel expansion before I jump in. Weight levels of games is subjective. That is absolutely
That's true, Vanessa.
Oh, Treasure Island. We love that one. This isn't actually Treasure Island.
This is Revenge Island.
Captain Silver Revenge Island. But this is an expansion, yeah.
Oh no, it requires the base game.
Guess I'm going to be buying Treasure Island.
Guess we're buying the base game.
But there you go. See, I saw the back of the board. I remember playing it. And that script...
Right, you didn't read it.
That script is super small. And nowhere else on the box does it say expansion.
Well, now you know.
But, oh well.
Now we have to get the other regular one.
Now we have to buy Treasure Island.
Well, that sounds like a terrible thing. We have to buy a game.
This is true. Anyway. All right. Well. Maybe you need to reorganize. You need to organize a FOBG meetup at the retreat.
You should.
That would be cool.
You should. You should do that.
That would be cool.
Or even if people don't have
not a
retreat
fan of
tickets,
Treasure Island.
they can
Don't
meet
enjoy
in the
deduction
hotel.
games, mostly because I suck at them. Map looks dated. At first, I thought it was an expansion for Treasure Island.
It is.
It is,
we
Derek.
Just didn't
I'm an
realize
idiot.
That.
So far, all three of these games have been nopes for me.
Nope.
Fine, Vanessa. It's all about you,
King
isn't
of
it?
Monster Island looks kind of fun.
Cool. Dry erase. I would give this a try. Co-op King of Tokyo is intriguing. I heard it was played a lot at Dice Tower East. I didn't see it.
I didn't even see people playing it.
I didn't see it. I did see this game at Dice Tower East, which originally is what intrigued me about it. And so when I saw it at Printed Meeple, I was like, let's go ahead and get it.
Yeah.
I saw Dice Tower do a live play of King of Monster Island. You'll have to let us know if you can use the monsters from the previous editions.
Oh.
I would imagine you can. I don't know why you can't. Why you wouldn't be able to.
I don't know.
You just might not have like special whatevers. Sam, does Tom Vassell really find box opening boring? Would you have put him to sleep? He doesn't. Okay, he thinks videos
of unboxing
are boring.
Yeah.
I think he enjoys unboxing games
You think
because he enjoys
games,
seeing the new stuff. But he thinks that unboxing videos are boring. That's why he calls them boring unboxing
Tom's
videos.
Boring unboxing video.
It is the expansion. I thought so. Yikes! I thought Treasure Island was a fun game though. Yep. Well, I mean, again, it literally. I'm just going to show this to you. Nowhere on this part of the box does it say expansion. It does not say expansion here, or here, or here, or there. The only place that it says expansion is
in the tiny
right
cursive
here.
print.
And it's written in that cursive print. And it says this expansion requires Treasure Island base game. You cannot play without it. And nowhere else does it say expansion on this entire thing. Nowhere. Nowhere.
Well, we'll have to get Treasure Island now.
Easily fooled. But again, I'll just have to get the base game.
Okay, sounds like that's what we have to do.
I was looking forward to playing this one, but now I'm going to have to wait. But that's not a big deal. Ooh.
Oh, neat.
And there we have it. That's a big expansion box, too.
That is.
That's a huge expansion box. Anyway, not a big deal. That is unfortunate. New surprise to go with stickers. Yes, yes, yes. I always thought the segment title was meant to be sarcastic.
Yeah,
Tom certainly loves his sarcasm. Well, yeah,
Tom's
it is.
boring unboxing video.
Yeah, he thinks unboxing videos are boring, but he still does them because people like them.
Right.
That's the long and short of it. That's happened to us before as well. Yep. But again.
That just means we have to buy the base game.
Yep, it's not a big deal. All right, well, it is 10:20. We will end, as we have in the past, with our lightning round. So ask us a question that is dual-natured. In other words, this or this, and we have to choose one of those two things. Or
I love how you always go this way and I always go this way.
Choose a third, more viable option, and that's what we will do. So we'll do a lightning round for about 10 minutes, and we'll go from there. When do you leave for Gen Con?
Couple of weeks.
It will be, no, it's less than 2 weeks now. It's like 13 days.
No, it was 13 days yesterday.
No, it was, okay, yes, that's true. 12 days.
Eastern Washington's first Dave & Buster's to open in Spokane Valley.
Eastern Washington's.
First Dave & Buster's.
Oh, who cares about Dave & Buster's? I don't care about Dave & Buster's.
Well, we don't have them up here. That's why we care. You leave.
My flight leaves at like 6
31st.
a.m. on the 31st, so I might need to stay over on the 30th.
Yep. So he leaves on the 31st, so less than 2 weeks.
All right, worker placement or deck building?
Worker placement.
You like worker placement better. I'm probably in that same boat. I think I like worker placement a lot better as well. Deck building is fun, don't get me wrong, but I think I played deck building to its death with
Hogwarts Battle is deck building.
Yeah.
I played that a lot.
With, I can't remember the name of it. I blocked it out of my mind. Starts with a D, I think. I can't remember. Anyway. Let's see. Tom M or Tom V? I don't do that. I don't
We can't choose between friends.
Choose between friends. We can't do that. Burgers or dogs?
Burgers.
Absolutely burgers. Hot dogs are fine. They will sustain life, but burgers are the best.
Burgers.
Between those two.
I like burgers.
Tom says that's not right, Vanessa.
We won't say it. You can't.
Where is Gen Con? Indianapolis. That is correct. Plane or train?
If we're talking about how fast we have to get there, plane by far.
Yep.
If we're talking about the comfort level, I like the train better.
Train is much more. A train seems or feels more luxurious.
It does. You can walk around.
Yeah, you can. It's more.
There's
restful.
you have to sit in your seats. There's a turbulent time.
Yeah.
It's, we're driving through the rain.
Turbulence.
There's turbulence, but you still can walk around.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the bathrooms are bigger, because I don't know that
They absolutely are not bigger.
But
And taking a shower on a train
I will never not laugh at that.
is
I love
If you haven't taken a shower on a train before,
you need
at
to try.
40 miles an hour,
around the corner.
it gives a new meaning to the
there are
word
handles
anxiety.
in the shower for a reason.
Anxiety is the word that comes to mind.
I love trains. I thought taking our train ride across the country was great.
Peaches or nectarines?
Peaches. He's going to say no to neither.
Starvation. That's a more viable alternative to both peaches and nectarines.
I do love nectarines, though, but peaches.
What's it called when you take a card and pass the rest? Drafting. Drafting. Card drafting.
Blood Rage has card drafting.
Chinese or Mexican?
Are we talking about foods?
Food. He has food.
Mexican foods.
Yeah, I like Mexican food better than Chinese food.
What if it was Korean or Mexican foods?
Oh, Korean by far. Yeah, Korean by far. Which game are you more likely to buy? Vincent to Trade artwork or Eric Lang design?
That would be a Sam answer.
I will say Vincent to Trade artwork because I know that I bought more games based on his artwork than I have based on Eric Lang's design.
Okay.
I know that I've done that. So now, if there was an Eric Lang designed board game that had Vincent to Trade's artwork, just take my money because literally I would be first in line. But here's the thing. Eric has come off of some of his harder game designs of late. Like his more recent releases seem to be, I haven't played them, but they seem to be a lot lighter in nature. So that's a step away from where I like him. Stove or barbecue?
Both. It depends on the weather, but I love using our Blackstone griddle.
Yep.
So if I can use the griddle, I would rather use the griddle.
Yeah, I like barbecue a lot. Speedboat or cruise?
Well, cruise, because I won't get off the back of JT's speedboat yet. Sorry, JT.
Seattle rain or San Antonio rain?
Oh, he's going to choose San Antonio rain, and I would probably also. Seattle rain is drizzly and cold.
As a definition of what rain is, San Antonio rain. But
I don't know.
What would I rather drive through or be stuck in? I'd much rather be stuck in Seattle rain
well, if
because
you're driving,
it's like
that's different. But the constant drizzle is really hard.
Space or zombies?
Space. I don't really love zombies. Like at all. They kind of rank up there with rats.
As a theme, I think I would like. It depends on the mechanisms. I don't love or hate either of them. They're just both kind of that looks like it'd be fun.
Right.
You know, so there's that. AC in summer or heat in winter?
All the above.
What's more important?
For like life or for
comfort?
Happiness.
Comfort. I mean,
AC in summer.
AC in summer, I think, is
because heat in the winter. I can put on blankets and we can snuggle up under a fire, and we can not under a fire, but by a fire. Yeah.
Which country would you want to live in again? South Korea or Germany? Probably Germany. I really enjoyed living in Germany. I didn't dislike living in South Korea, but I liked Germany more, I think. So do Trait, Monopoly, and Uno for Sam? No. That was taking a long walk off of a short pier, Vanessa. Sorry. Murder or torture? Did I say that out loud?
Eric, neither. Those are scary.
Yeah, I think we will choose not violence. That's the more viable option there. Wow, JT has all the toys. Not all the toys, but he did get a new toy. Yes.
He did get a new boat.
Whitewater rafting or zip lines?
Both are scary, but I have done whitewater rafting more than I have done zip lines. We broke him.
My thing with those two, with zip lines, I'm just going to say solid ground is my option there. Because, see, I'm a bigger dude, so I don't trust zip lines. And I'm a bigger dude, so I don't trust whitewater rafting. So, yeah, those are not big dude activities.
We did a whitewater rafting trip with one of my companies one time. And one of my favorite trips was we took a coder on the whitewater rafting trip that was blind. And he's sitting right behind me, and I'm like dictating the river to him. And it makes me smile. It was so much fun. Because I was going to say, and I'm not always the most clear to understand with my thoughts. They kind of come out in a stream. So it would be things like, oh, well, this looks like it's going to be a little, oh, I don't know about this. Okay, this is scary. There's some really big, oh. And meanwhile, he's behind me just laughing. And I'm like, but it was a really good memory.
Did you say he was blind?
He's blind.
Yeah, he was blind. So she was literally like whitewater rafting Braille for this.
I was like, I think there's some really big, oh my gosh, I don't know about this. Now there's, okay. Like, that was the whole river.
Yeah, that would have driven me up a wall.
He laughed.
I'm just trying to put myself, like blindfolded listening
behind
to you.
Me, as I'm scared.
Yep. Spiders or flies?
Well, Sam hates spiders.
And I'm not too fond of flies.
I don't love
either.
Flies.
You love flies?
I said I don't love flies.
Okay. I was like, wow, that's kind of
We have the zapper. That helps.
Board Game Brie is here. Hello, Board Game Brie. City building or monster smashing?
City building. I don't know about monster smashing.
I do like city building games. Monster smashing is fun too, but yeah. David, you're tortured, Eric. Let's see. Pretty top, Jessie.
Thank you. It's a fancy. What's it called? I'm wearing it to the bridal shower. Yeah. It's a fancy. What are these called? I'm not fashion-y. One piece jumper.
Jumper. There you go.
Sure.
I don't know what they're called. I don't wear that stuff.
I don't know. It's a whole. Whoosh.
Jessie would be fun on a roller coaster.
Okay. Yes and no. Ask Sam.
She screams the entire time. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It could be the most pleasurable experience ever, and she's screaming at the top of her lungs. And I'm like, what are you screaming about?
But I have a great time.
I can understand screaming on the plummet.
I do that too.
Or on the curvy things.
I didn't scream on the up. I just stopped making noise.
That's true, yeah. A romper, Vanessa
says. Thank you.
Assuming both are very well done, realistic artwork in a goofy themed game or cartoony artwork in a serious themed game?
Oh, the first one.
Realistic artwork in a goofy
themed game? Yes.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know. One of the things that I like about Vincent Dutrait's artwork is that it is both realistic and cartoony at the same time. Yeah. And that's what I kind of like. I like kind of like a hybrid between realistic, because I don't need ultra realism in artwork, because I'd just rather take a picture, but I like his artwork because it's a little bit of both. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. My dad was blind, Eric says, and he went whitewater rafting with his seeing eye dog at 70 years of age.
Awesome.
True story.
That is awesome.
Tom said Mary Beth giggled. I don't know what she Googled about. I scream too, but it's usually out of joy, especially if it's an intense coaster. I like them fast.
Yeah. I scream the whole time.
Yep, she does.
I just scream the whole time.
All right, well, that is about that. We are at our 2-hour window. So thank you for joining us. We're going to have I'm going to have a vlog go up next week of my time in San Antonio. Nothing really in depth, just a couple of things that we were able to do.
I'll get back on getting Sam to do some more shorts.
And yeah, sure, we'll do some shorts. I do have some.
Right, we have some things coming up that we can.
No. I have some stuff.
Yeah.
That I recorded at Dice Tower East
Yes.
that I just haven't put into short form yet. So I'll get that. I'll get to work on that. Monday I'll be back with a fireside chat, and we'll talk about the week. And I also have another video from Les Chung.
Oh, super.
It's going to go up this week too.
Super.
So be on the lookout for that. A little DIY
I missed this
thing. Yeah, me too. It's been one of those things that we just haven't been able to do because of this or that.
But luckily, this or that is done.
No. Next month, I mean, Gen
Mostly done.
Gen Con is the
Yes.
end of the month. And then the end of August is going to be the same thing.
That's fine.
So
I tell you, we need to figure out a way so that you can zoom it. We can zoom me
we'll
in.
see. All right, this was a lot of fun. I love these chats. Yep, we do too, Vanessa. Thanks for
guys.
being here. We are going to be out. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Take care.
Bye.
We'll be down for games this afternoon. All right, see you later, Doug.
I'm making cracked chicken.
Ooh, cracked chicken. Yes. Yes, indeedly doodly.
See, it wasn't a very big cut last night.
No, that's not bad.